Hey everyone, my name is Justin and I work at Precision Camera and Video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Tamron 70-180. All right everyone, before we get into the technical stuff, we're going to start off with some of the basics. This is a 70-180 2.8 that is made for Sony E-Mount. It's lightweight, compact was the whole reason for making this design right here and only going to 180. And it does offer the same 67mm thread that you get on your 17-28 and your 28-75. So a brand new thing that Tamron did with this lens is they added a brand new autofocusing motor. It's called their VXD. What that stands for is Voice Coil Extreme Torque Drive. Now, the way that works is we have two motors on a linear system and they're going to operate electronically with each other to keep it stable. The point of this is that there's no gears in there whatsoever, so it's going to make a really quiet autofocusing system. This lens as well is going to give you the same image quality that you're used to with the previous Sony lenses that came out. It's going to give you the same optical design in here, so something like the 17-28, the 28-75, and a lot of the primes that they just came out with, that image quality is going to be right up on par with this one right here. Now, another thing that I do want to touch on, so we got our 70-180, we have our 17-28 and 28-75. That is going to get you to a total weight of 3.8 pounds. Something like this is actually going to be pretty lightweight if you're, on the go, shooting all day, shooting 8-hour days. 3.8 pounds is pretty lightweight and it's definitely going to make a difference. So I just want y'all to let soak in what I just told y'all. This right here is going to give you 3.8 pounds with two other lenses. Now, if we do the inverse with Sony's Trinity, they're 16-35, 24-70, and 70-200. Those are going to weigh 6.3 pounds. So that's a difference of 2 and something odd pounds right there. And if you're carrying that all day, that definitely does make a difference. And another cool feature that Tamron actually added into this, I wouldn't call it a true macro right here because you get a 2-to-1 ratio. But at 70mm, when you're manual focusing, you can actually focus at a minimum distance of 10.6 inches. Now, you're not gonna get a edge-to-edge sharpness that you would get with the typical macro lens, but with something like this, the center is gonna be plenty in focus, but you are gonna get some peripheral bokeh on the edges. This lens as well does have your fluorine coating, so that's gonna help with smudges, easier to clean on the front, and that's something that Tamron continues to do with some of their previous lenses, and they put in this one, which I was happy to see that they added to it. Now, this lens is compact. When it is at 70mm, we're gonna get a total length of 5.9 inches. And it's lightweight as well. We're gonna get 28.6 ounces on this lens. And of course, Tamron made sure we're all hooked up if we're shooting with Sony. This is fully compatible with Sony's autofocusing system. And it actually has lens firmware updates through the camera, so there's no need for a tap-in console. If you got an update coming to this lens, just attach it to your Sony camera and we're good to go. So this is a moisture-resistant construction. We actually have 9 seals and gaskets throughout the lens. Now we're gonna have one on the front element, as well as one on the lens mount as well. Now, there is one con that I do want to mention with this lens right here. This lens does not have any stabilization, which I feel is very important when I'm actually shooting at 180. You might be thinking, well, Justin, we're shooting on Sony, we have 5-axis stabilization. From my experience, it definitely does help shooting on the telephoto side of the lens when your lens has it as well. All right, so now we got specs out of the way, let's talk about pricing. This right here is going to retail for roughly around $1,200 US, and it's expected to be released on May 15th. Now, that is subject to changing with all the times going on right now, but hopefully this thing will be released on May 15th. All right, everyone, now that we got through all the specs, we're here with Alyssa, and now we're going to show you some test shots. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching again. Let me know down below if this is something that you're actually going to be picking up in your camera bag or your thoughts on this lens. I'd actually love to read the comments and see what y'all got to say about this lens, or if you're excited just as I am. And once again, just want to reiterate that we do have these available for pre-order at precisioncameraatx.com. Remember, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.